What's up people, Tasaran here. Welcome to the World of Warcraft Vanilla on Northdale with our Nightelf Hunter. Just a couple of things to go over before we get cracking with whatever it is I end up doing for today's episode. We're now 1 bar from 19 and I've been 1 bar from 19 pretty much all week. I've been sort of trying to do a little bit of sort of the gathering professions, trying to get my skin in to catch up a little bit. I ended up doing a few of the leftover quests in Westfall, which was just slapping the murlocs, which to be honest was just a pain in the tits, gotta be honest, a pain in the tits, but we got it all done. So the only quest left for me to do is the treasure map thing. So I've done the part 1 because if I go to the map, part 1 was like around here. So as I was doing the murlocs, which scatters the whole Smegging coast, I ended up doing the first part. And as you can see, the second part is over here by the Elexton farmstead. So that's where we're going to be going. But before we do any of that, because I did ding level 18, I've still got to purchase the skills. I got the pet skills, great stamina and natural armor. The rank 3 versions, but I can't give them to my pet yet, not until my pet's caught up, because he's still 17, so he's close, he is close. As far as the talents go, at the moment I've gone into endurance training. I'm going to do the health, do the armour, maybe revive pet, or possibly just stick him into aspect of the hawk, and then that'll sort of cover that, and then I'll be going back into the marksmanship. I've already got 5 points here in efficiency, that's a sort of done deal, but I do want to work my way to aim shot and Hawkeye at the very least. I don't know where I'm going to go after that. I'm just sort of having a play. I do eventually want to get the humanoid slaying and the beast slaying, but other than that, don't know, whatever I feel like, it don't matter too much. So let's go get our skills right here. Now I'm having a few microphone issues at the moment, so if it kind of cuts out or goes quiet, sorry, I don't know what's going on. I've tried sorting it, spent pretty most of the day sort of sorting it, but anyway, we've got aspect of the hawk, so this will increase our ranged attack power by 35. That is very nice. We have our first AoE multi-shot hitting 3 targets. Now, we did learn a while back that having multi-shot within our normal rotation, even against single target, was still the best sort of DPS going. So I will try and get back into using that. We got Serpent Sting, rank 3, causing 80 nature damage over 15 seconds. Nice. And Track Undead. So that's always good. So is these automatically? That's still rank 1, so no. I do need to upgrade these. It hasn't auto done it. So rank 2. Go with that. By 35. Beautiful stuff. What else did we get? I have had a look. We don't get boom. We don't get Beast Law until level 24, which is a little bit annoying. I want Track Undead on them, but we'll stick with Beasts. And I think that was it, wasn't it? Multi-shot. We need multi-shot. Where's my multi-shot? Nice. Okay, that's starting to look a little bit more doable. Now before I do crack on over to Westfall to finish off this treasure map, I'll get that done and then I'll be ready to actually carry on in Redridge, because we've got quite a few quests in Redridge. I'd love to get that done. But before we head over there, there's just one last thing, and that is our leatherworking. Now it's at 100. I'm able to make medium leather, which is wicked. I'm able to use medium leather, but only as far as these dark boots go, which I'm not going to. They're not better than what I've got. I can make these light leather pants, It is an upgrade, so I'm going to do that now. And I've also got a medium armor kit to slap straight on those bad boys. And I'm quite looking forward to it as well, because I really don't like the look of these trousers. They're not very light for light leather pants, but it's an upgrade, so that's a bonus. So what I thought I would do is just spend the rest on medium leather. Or at least we'll put it to... actually, yeah, let's head on over to the actual leatherworking trainer. I think that would be better. Head over to the leatherworking trainer, because if I get something at 105 I'll probably want to stop, because I'm not sure if I'm going to get any more recipes that are going to require light leather. I'd like to get the points for making the medium leather while it's still yellow, which is why I'm kind of pushing for it now, because as I'm still in Redridge and I'm still in Westfall, I'm going to be picking up more light leather, so I'm not too bothered about, you know, losing the light leather as it was. Just want to get these points up, because the best thing I can make at the moment isn't better than what I've got.
Greetings.
So we need 110 for the dark leather cloak, which is still not as good as what I've got. Dark leather pants, they are beautiful, and that's 115. But this, all I need is grey dye and that, so yeah, okay, let's make up and try and get as many points as we can, and then I'll see if I can spam out the dark leather boots, because they're going to at least definitely give us a point. I'll end up vendoring them straight away. But as many points as I can get. As far as the hide go, absolute rubbish. I've managed to skin one light hide, which is how I was able to make those light leather pants. Other than that, I haven't come across any, which is a real shame. Right, that's turned green, so now we're not going to be getting any more. I mean, we may get a point here and there, but we're not really. So how many? I'm only going to be able to make 2. I'll go with the armor kits, because then I can't vendor them, but at least I can use them. That's my thinking. You think I could get a sly couple of points out of these? There's one. Come on, one more point. Yes, nice. Okay, that's pretty good. I mean, it's not far enough to actually learn anything new, but it's pretty good. So we got the supplier up, so let's get rid of those. We'll keep these. 267. Let's see if they go in the auction house. My skinning, what did I get it to in the end? It's not going to tell me. 100 again, so pretty balanced out. I think we'll be alright. I reckon we'll be fine. Right, so I'm going to stick these in the auction house. Head on over to Westfall and we'll go to the Lexington farmstead and see if we can find out this second clue. So I'll see you there. Okay, this is the area that's on the map. It should be a barrel. There we go. Right, so this is just above the Lexington farmstead. Where the ruins of this is, and this used to be at one point in the game or another, like the most common place that I had personally found the messenger at. Usually saw him around here. Search the empty jug next to the windmill for the next clue. Windmill? Damn! Right up there. Right, let's do this. Hey mate! So we've got Vok on, we've got Spire on. We're hoping to get a Dead Mines run at some point today. I have said I'm willing to wait for everybody to get on. Because I would, obviously I'd much rather it was a guild run. I don't feel so bad about my DPS then. We've got a skinning opportunity, we're not going to pass it up. Feeling sick? Dude. Oh, you sick, twisted individual. Who doesn't loot their corpses? Anyway. Oh, of course they're immune to it. There you go. So these clues end up staying actually in your bag. So you might want to bear that in mind if you need to empty your sack first before doing this. It is another one of those quests where you're going to keep on getting stuff. Going to get that tiger from Echo Island. Yeah, I was really tempted to do that as well. Spire went all the way to Echo Island, which is over, Duratar sort of way. He's really low level. He's only like level 16, but he sort of trekked and went through Dustwallow and painstakingly went to get there to get this tiger, which normally, the particular tiger, you don't get till Stranglethorn. But he's gone there because the tiger has like quite a high attack speed for this level. And I've got to be honest, I was tempted to go over and have a look for myself. The bear, which I prefer to use at the moment because they're not as squishy, has got an attack speed of 2.0, so 1.3, much quicker and ideal against casters. Well, that's a windmill. So I'm looking for a jug. There we go. Where will it send us next? The chest and open it for your reward. So we're going to get a silver bar, a new shirt, cloth waist, and an 8 slotter. Oh, back amongst the murlocs again. I'm going to try and choose the path of least other resistance. Got to, wouldn't you, really? Because murlocs cook my Sweden. Okay, it's on. soldier's cloak. I bet it's not as good. I think it's just yeah, 12 armour. But it's just one of those nice looking ones. I might send it over to... nah, I won't bother. What, was it those we need? Yes. Let's try and auto swim roughly in the right direction. So we dinged, we've got the point to add on. I'm just wondering, because I'm about to go into dead mines, putting that on now, a little bit irrelevant. I'm wondering whether or not this next point would be served on a little bit more for the damage. Yeah, at this point I'm going to put on the extra crit because we are about to go in the dead mines, and therefore this next level it's not going to be so much pet orientated. We got the treasure chest. Awesome. Now, how's the shirt look? Because I love the green, it goes well with the tabard and all that, but what the shit? Is it a short sleeved shirt by chance? I'm only wearing a harness. Yeah. Well, silver bar, I'm going to put that up there because that should sell rather nicely. Not too bad. Not too bad. Right, okay, so now we've done Westfall. That is all of them. I didn't show all of them, I know. Sorry if you wanted to see me slap murlocs for an hour. I kind of felt it would be better not to. So we're going to be heading over to Redridge now. So we've got the Mongols and poachers. Did I do... I did the dry times and I finished the Redridge goulash. We've got a fishing quest to do over there for the murloc fin soup. And I'm pretty sure somewhere along the line I've got some murloc fins. So that might be an idea. But yeah, loads to do in Redridge. However many we can get done, don't know. It depends on the ganking situation, but I guess we'll find out. So I'm going to do a little bit of travelling and I'll meet you there. Okay, here we are in Redridge. At the moment, just as I was flying over... Who's that? Okay, it's a level 60 gnome rogue, that's not too bad. As I was coming over, as you can see here, Elwyn Forest is under attack. There's quite a lot of horde in Elwyn Forest at the moment, so I'm a little bit worried that they're all going to come up here as a party and start ganking. So, that being said, I think that the best thing to do would be do whatever quest we can that's sort of close to here, because this is like the biggest sort of ganking zone, sort of on the bridge and shit, and actually in Lakeshire. So I figure whatever I can do here now would be better to do, and then when I'm off questing I'll be a little bit safer because they mainly gank in this area. So while we can, we'll equip the fishing pool. I'm going to add some shiny baubles. And I've picked out my murloc fins that I had in the bank, so yay me. I mean, as soon as I get the murloc fin I can then, yeah, you know, live the dream, learn it, cook it, hopefully get some points out of it. I'm not sure what level it is. I didn't see on the quest. Did that just... no, there it is. Nice. Spotted sunfish. Beautiful. Not too worried about getting loads of fishing points out of this. My main concern was get the fishing skill high enough to be able to do these kinds of quests, so I wasn't sort of leaving anything behind. Or, I mean, this quest you don't need fishing, you can just pick these off of the murlocs, but after doing all that in the Westfall, I'm so sick of fighting murlocs, I just don't want any more. Just don't want them. I mean, it gave me plenty of murloc fins doing it. Alright, it sounds like the guild is saying they've made it to Stormwind. Or get to the gates and defend. Right, Spire and Vok is leading the PvP charge in defence of Stormwind. As you can see, my Hearthstone's on cooldown. I have used it. I know that's been mentioned. Which, yeah, I can't help it. I end up going through this in my head where I'm going to need the Hearthstone, but it's a whole hour cooldown. So I end up saving it for when I really need it. In doing so, I then... there's loads of times I could have used the Hearthstone and didn't. See, like here. Spire's being a legend. And we're getting a few points. We've gone over fishing of 125. So I don't know if I can yet. Fishing. Yeah, we've gone over 125, so I can learn the next fishing. Assuming it's not one that I need to be level 20 for. A couple of the professions you need to be level 20 for the next lot. It's hard to say. So yeah, that PvP was a little bit disappointing. Usually, sometimes you can expect it to go off. Oh, you Smegger. Sometimes it can kick off. Say, some days is usually the best time to see sort of large world PvP events, but as we were saying to Spire then, it doesn't seem to happen as much anymore. But I think everyone's just kind of buying their time now for Classic. And that is it. I don't need to do any more, so I won't do any more.
Hey there.
If we get the Murloc fin soup, it's 90, so we should...
Have a good one.
I mean, we can learn it. But is it a good... Oh no, it's not. Where is it? It's grey. We're at 177. Cooking's well leveled up. That's a little bit, gotta be honest, a little bit disappointing. Anyway, another quest that is in the local vicinity is Belly Grub. Now this thing is a level 24 boar, and it's a bitch. It is an absolute bitch, especially here at level 19. We get a lot of other players. There he is. And they're going to go for it, are they? Invite me, please. Thank you. Oh, calm down. Nice. We've got someone else in. Let's get involved. It's down. We got the task. Thanks all, really appreciate that. Can I skin it? No, I'm not high enough to skin it. But somebody else is, so that'll do. See ya! And that's another quest done in the local vicinity. So, as I was saying before, we can get out of the... because this is the biggest danger zone in Lakeshire, around the lake, and heading down towards the Three Corners where you would get to the fork for either Duskwood or Elwyn.
Can I help you? Safe travels.
And we get a really shitty bouquet of flowers which sells for 5 silver. And that reminds me as well, those capes that we made, they were going for vendor value was 2 silver 67. I put them in the auction house and with just a very small undercut got them in there for 20 silver each, which is a massive increase from 2 silver 67. So if they sell, beautiful. Now the silver bar that we got from the treasure, silver bars was only going for 5 silver each, which I've got to admit I was a little bit shocked to see. Not just a little bit, if I'm honest, I was very shocked. Raw long jaw mud slappers. Right, we can cook those. I'm gutted, absolutely gutted, because we've got loads of the goblin devil clams. Got another 28.
Go with honor, friend.
So I don't really need that as much. What level's Mega? Still 17. That's a shame. Right, so we've got assessing the threat is the next lowest. Mongols and poachers. That's down by the Three Corners. Easy enough to do. We've got our rallying cry of the Dragon Slayer buff, which is giving us... let's go over it again because it's always nice to see. Increases critical chance of spells by 10%, melee and ranged by 5%, and grants 140 attack power for 2 hours. That is awesome. We do need it. And these are tough. You don't want to get caught with too many of these in one go. We didn't get the whelp scales. That's a shame. Undead Road north of Lakeshire. That's good. We're heading south. What would be really nice if we can get into a little bit of a group action. Don't need the Gortas anymore. Wow, that was a terrible miss. And this is just a kill quest, so I'll have a word with that one. Gonna ensure we get the tag on any poacher we see. Nice. Smeg is taking a slap. I'm going to do a bit of healing. And we're on the next one. Luckily we timed that just right. I'm now out of mana, but I'm going to take a potion because he's a bit... That wasn't even a potion. That was a bandage for me. Highly wasted. Smegger is now full loyalty 6, best friend, lovely jubbly. So his happiness is... he's pretty content most of the time as long as he's with us. He's just happy to be involved. Hey mate. Okay, now luckily we've got a few levels on these now, so get you on that one. Do a bit of multi-shot. Gonna send you after him. Sting you. Carry on, lovely jubbly. Okay, so that's the 6 poachers. Now the mongrels, although they are here somewhat scattered, they're mostly on the other side of the road. You know, actually at the 3 corners. So I'm going to head over that way. Ooh. And these are yellow skin, and these are great if we can actually skin the bloody things. So 3 agility is better than 1 stamina. Yeah, if you're a rogue or a hunter. If you're a tank, you probably want the stamina. Personally, I go by the thing that, you know, 3's more than 1, whatever the stat. Ain't it really? Okay, so we're going to be running into quite a few more of these thrashers. It's a guildie. Nope. Just wave. We got a mongrel. So it's just got to sit still. It kind of makes sense to join us if you need these. Right, we don't need thrashers. We need mongrels. You did way back, dude. You did way back. That's okay. There are some members that like to just be in the guild, and that. It's absolutely fine. Not a problem at all. Got the freedom to do what you want. Because some people are just shy. Nice, got the tag. In fact, I'm going to... Yes! Congratulations, Smeg Pot. And I've got him on aggressive, so he's going to kick off no matter what. So I need 25. So I'm going to get both. Get the armour. Get the stamina. Lovely jubbly. And at level 20, I think that's when we can start actually getting the different resistances to the different schools of magic. Kick off, you might as well, it's all XP. We go for a whack, we go for a clip. We seem to be somewhat lucky. We haven't been competing really for any of these quests so far. It's a thrasher, but it's okay. Come on, on the camera. So I'm going to zoom out a little bit. What we got here? What we got here is a thrasher. I don't want Smegger to get too close to a thrasher. Oh, he's got it. Come back. In fact, so I'm going to get you. Just stay here. Oh, quick. Perhaps not stay, perhaps that's not the best idea. I thought I'd get him to stay in the middle, then I can come back, and when they come up I can multi-shot still because I'm at range. It's not a thrasher. Three more mongrels. But yeah, general rule of thumb, if you need to take something and you're a hunter, put your pet on aggressive. You will 9 times out of 10, near on 10 times out of 10, get the tag if you're close enough. But just keep circling these 10s because that's where they're going to mainly spawn from. Bloody thrasher. Another thrasher, but they will we'll start. If I can end you nice and quick, stick a trap down as well. On 3 mongrels, and this is, we're competing. Yeah, we could. It is a mongrel, do it. South near the knolls. That's where I am. It might have been where we was originally for the poachers. That is it, we're done. Sweet. I'm going to get him off of that. I don't want to accidentally tag anymore, although we won the competitive. I don't want to take stuff that I don't need. That's a bit harsh. Okay, so the scales, not keen on. Looks like we're going to have to work with a Spidster. I'm genuinely not really over the moon about doing the scales because the fireballs hurt really bad. And plus the fact if there is horde in this area, do I really want to be here for these? I think the best thing to do would be try and safely hand this in and then do the everything we need up here. We've got a couple of quests to do. But I think what I might do, because the guildies are waiting, I might cut this episode here and just start fresh in the next episode at the dead mines. So we've got guildies waiting to do it. I'd rather they didn't have to wait too long. And he's dead. Good.
Well met. Light bless you.
That is really good. So I don't have anything else to hand in. No. Okay, so I'm going to call it there. Thanks an awful lot for watching. That's a bit of a shame. I killed the flight master. Should be a rogue too. There's not much I can do about that. I can get to Stormwind. I'll do that. Thanks an awful lot for watching. I do really appreciate it. Let me know what you think in the comments and join me in the next one when it will be the Dead Mines. Yeah. Wicked. I'll see you then.